Hi guys, we are working through our Math Makes Sense workout book. Okay, we're on lesson 9.4, adding integers with tiles. So in the last lesson we discussed how we can represent integers with tiles using positive and negative symbols to help us understand what we're putting together. Okay, so quick review. You can add integers by modeling with tiles. Add -2 plus -4. So what you do is you just draw them out. -2, there's two negatives here. Plus -4, you add in 4 more negative tiles. Don't get confused by looking at that and going, oh, it's a plus sign, I have to add in 4. You're adding in 4 more negatives. So you add in your 4 more negatives, count them all up, and you have 6 negative tiles. So -2 plus -4 is the same thing as -6. Okay? Again, if we are adding +3 plus -4 plus +3. So here we have 3 different integers. +3, -4, +3. So what they do here is they draw them all out. +3, 1, 2, 3, -4, 4 negatives, and +3 again, 3 more negatives. Then it says circle the 0 pairs. Okay, what I like to do, like I said in the lesson beforehand, is you take these and you put them in order. Okay, so +3s, -4. I'm going to put my positives on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. So I did those +3s. I'll check to make sure that you are able to, just to help you understand that you represented that one. -4. Oh, I'm going to put my 4 negatives on the top. Line them up properly. 1, 2, 3, 4. But now I also have to add in 3 more positives. So those are going down on my bottom. 1, 2, 3. It's a quick and easy way to make sure that you've lined up everything properly. You can see your 0 pairs and you can quickly see what's left over. Okay? So these are 0 pairs. They're gone, 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 gone. What's left over? 2 positives. +2. And there's your answer. Sometimes when we do things like this, when we just kind of leave them in this order, we can get confused, or we miss things, or we miss 0 pairs. So I always recommend just write out your positives in one row, write out your negatives in another row, and see what's left over. Okay? All right, practice. Using tiles representing +1, which is what each tile represents, and tiles representing -1 to add. +4 plus -6. So if we look at this example, they give us +4. They put the positives in the top row, 1, 2, 3, 4, and -6. They put their -6 here on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 negatives. Okay, circle the 0 pairs if you want to circle them, or if you just want to cross them out like I do. Do whatever works for you. Okay, what tiles are left? -2. 2 negatives are left. So +4 plus -6 is the same thing as -2. If we switch those around, the same answer would happen. Or if we went -6 plus +4, the same thing's happening, right? All that's left are -2. Okay, number 2 says use tiles to add positive 2 plus negative 5 plus positive 3. So they've used these tiles. Positive 2, or pardon me, negative 2 right here. Negative 5 right here. Positive 3 right here. Okay, now they say to circle the 0 pairs. I don't like it when it's organized like this. That doesn't work well for my brain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these negatives, I'm just going to get rid of them, and I'm going to put them here to make my nice and organized rows here of my negatives and my positives. Now circle your 0 pairs. Here's one, here's another one, here's another one. Those are all gone. What do we have left over? 1, 2, 3, 4 negatives. Negative 4. Negative 4. Okay? If we were going to show that on a number line, in case your brain likes to work with number lines, okay, the question was negative 2 plus negative 5 plus positive 3. Okay, that's the question. If we're going to use a number line, we'll go this way horizontally this time. Here's our 0 point. Let's start off with negative 2. Negative 2 plus negative 5. We are adding 5 negatives. So you have to go further to the left. Okay? So we're going down. Whenever you see this negative sign, when you're adding a negative, you're going further down lower on your number line. So 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we were at negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. Now we have to add 3 positives. Oh, it's telling us we're going to add, but it's 3 positives. So we have to go back to the right by 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is where we've ended off. And we can see if this was negative 2, this is negative 3, this is negative 4. Which is exactly what we got here. Okay? Just another way to figure that out in your brain. Okay? Number 3, what sum does each of the tiles model? Find each sum. The word sum, first and foremost, sum. Sum means when we add 2 numbers together, what's the answer? The answer when we are adding is a sum. Okay, so let's take a look at these tiles. What sum does this get? Positive 1 plus positive 3. We don't have any 0 pairs there. A 0 pair is only if you have a negative and a positive. Okay? We don't have any. All we have left here is positive 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? You can do B on your own. You have to fill this in. Negative 3 is represented right up here. How many more negatives are we adding in? Right here. And what's the final answer? How many negatives do we have all together? Okay? C and D, take a look. Use the top row for your first integer. Use the bottom row for your second integer. Get your answer. And remember, we have some 0 pairs there. D, same thing. Top row for your first integer. Bottom row for your second integer. And what is your answer? Okay? Number 4, draw tiles to represent each sum. Complete the addition equation. All right, so we have these sums. I'm not going to do that one with you. I will do B, and then you will do all the rest on your own. All right, B, -2. So I draw 2 negatives, 1, 2, plus how many positives? 5 positives. So 5 positives, I'm putting those down below. 1, 2, make sure you're lining them up to get your 0 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And when we look at that, we can see this is a 0 pair, this is a 0 pair. What we have left are all positives. 1, 2, 3 positives. Okay? You need to do the rest on your own. As you can tell, my drawings are not perfect. I am by no means neat and tidy. I'm by no means the most organized. That is why it's very important for me and for you to make sure that when you are drawing your pictures, you are using as many organizational skills as you can to ensure that what you can see at the end makes sense and it's easy for you and others, especially me, to read it. Okay? I don't expect everything to be perfect, but I expect to be able to read it and see it. Okay? And number 5, last one on this lesson. A mine elevator was at level -5. 5 levels below ground. So this way you might want to think up and down vertically. Okay? It went up 3 levels. It went up 3 levels. What level is that now? Is it at now? Right there. Okay? That's up to you. Okay, guys, that is how we add our integers, negative and positive amounts, using tiles. Or, if you have to, think using number lines. Both ways, perfectly acceptable. All right, guys, take care. See you in the next lesson.